Hi, I'm Jan. I go to Front Range too. I also work at Front Range as a teaching assistant, and I really like my cat. Another thing that I didn't mention is I'm actually transgender. I'm non-binary. I'm masculine non-binary. My pronouns are he, him, and his. And I guess this is kind of the journey of being trans interwoven with the rest of my life. As I grew up, I had like a harder time understanding like why people would use these terms, and it would make me really uncomfortable, but I didn't always know that it was like the words they were identifying with was like making me uncomfortable. So it kind of turned into like trying to discover that I was trans on that journey. I had to go through like a lot of really difficult things. I would try to hold on to all these things that people will compliment me on, like my femininity. Everyone complimented me more if I was wearing a lot of makeup or if my hair was done and if I was wearing dresses and skirts. So I wore as much makeup as I physically could while still looking pretty. My hair was always curled. I was dyeing it all the time. I tried to wear as many dresses as physically possible. I think around that summer that I was finally faced with the idea that I may not be cis. And then I started hearing more about like non-binary genders and I was like, that could be a thing. So am I non-binary? And I was like, yes, but like anytime someone would refer to me as he, there was a part of me that went, that's nice. This summer I actually wrote my whole letter to them. It's like 2 pages long. And so I was actually working at Kohl's at this point and I had changed this letter into an email draft, and in the middle of my shift at work I emailed it to them. And immediately afterwards, I went to spend the night at a friend's house because I was like, I'm not doing it. And the next morning, we woke up very late because we were up all night watching horror movies. But my mom called me and I answered the phone and she was like, well, did you get the text I sent you? Or maybe it was the email. And I was like, no, I just woke up. But she and my dad were asking me to come home. I came home, we sat down, we talked a little bit. It was hard. They openly said this wasn't something they were going to support. And I was expecting that. I went to Denver that weekend with some friends. I went to Denver Comic Con and then I went to Pride, which was great. And things have been kind of murky since then. Kind of a don't see, don't talk about it kind of thing. The couple of times it has come up, it's not ended. It's not a pretty conversation between myself and my parents. I'm glad I came out. I'm like it may be harder, but overall, I don't have to hide things. And I've found and created this really great community and network and friends who are family. Let's be honest, they're family. Um, and I wouldn't give any of that up for anything. It's it's a phenomenal thing to create friends who are that close and who are willing to do anything for you. And I'm gone through lots of different things. I think everyone's gone through a lot of different things because of a lot of different things. And it made me me. And it's nice. It's where I am.